Hello, Sagittarius. This is Damien from HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do my second video for July 2019. So this would be your general love reading for the month of July. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. Excuse me. I literally have been drinking a lot of fluids today, and it's got me like slightly burpy. But anyways, cross watchers, you're welcome to the video. I will be reading from the perspective of the Sagittarius. Please leave your comments if you resonate and your likes. Let's keep it all love and light, of course. These messages will only be for some people, so if they do not resonate with you, that is totally fine. I know that there is a video on YouTube that will, and I know that intuition will lead you to that video. But I do feel that if intuition leads you to this video, then there's probably something for you. What we have crowning you here is the Eight of Earth in the upright position. We've got the card of Impatience, and we've got the card of Star, Fertility. Now, in the card of Fertility, it says that it's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. However, we also have it tied with the card of Impatience. So this is where we look outside of the general meaning or the general context of the card and apply it to what is surrounding it. So what this is telling me is that, Sagittarius, there's a level of impatience that you have right now, but this is a message from the universe to let you know that everything is working out as in divine timing. And it's not like you're still having to wait. Opportunities are unfolding. Blessings are unfolding. Full-on cultivations are unfolding. However, there's still, lies a level of impatience is for waiting for those things for however long you must. A day, a week, a month, You've been working hard, I see, with the Eight of Earth for a very long time. And this is definitely in the sense of being alone. And I feel like this is a silent work. Many of you have been silently working, okay? Many of you have been doing everything it takes to get, prepare for a business launch or anything that you're doing creatively or entrepreneurially. Many of you have been slowly but surely rebranding yourself to go to different places, attract different people, attract different things. Like a lot of things that are coming within the forms of your alchemy have been unseen, okay? And you are just almost like ready to burst out into the world as this new person that you are becoming and have become. And you just need a little bit more patience, I think. And I think, July is definitely going to be a month where you start to see the natural flow of coming out into the world anew, Because the universe has a great plan for you. And I think it's going to be far greater than what you may anticipate for yourself by wanting to just basically take it on with your energy. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, I pulled a block for the Eight of Earth here. We've got a separate block down here. That's, from the story as a whole. But we've got the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Swords. What this is literally telling me is that you should basically expect a miracle, expect a surprise. Look, you've reached a certain level of happiness. We know the happiness that one achieves within themselves when their energy is coming up as the Nine of Cups. But it also talks about the laws of attraction and sort of ebb and flow in the way that because of that, there's something that's coming towards you that may be unexpected. And for some of you, it may throw you off. It may annoy you because you don't see it as the blessing that it is just yet. Because there are two different ways a surprise can go, right? But one's definitely coming with the Nine of Cups here, that when we look at the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands on either side of the Wheel of Fortune, it's letting me know that you have a surprise in the timing you expected things to change, which allowed you to be so impatient. Like, you were surprised to see, like I said, what if it's a day, what if it's a month? Like, there's some big shift that's coming, and it will be instantaneous, is what I'm saying. And the anxiety and the stress and everything that has been harnessed within your energy, which has been a very, like, it seems like it's a very tense force of energy right now. It will all be relinquished, reversed with this Wheel of Fortune here. For many of you, there will be, I'm getting like an alarm, a bell ringing. Many of you will have that moment where either that sound or that feeling goes off within you, or you happen to be somewhere and you experience that and it just snaps you into something, into like, into just like a new vibration, that happens instantaneously to us sometimes. Or for others of you, I feel like it'll come through a dream, like a very lucid dream. For many of you, you may not have been lucid dreaming for a while. Now understand, they say, hey, if you smoke weed, if you drink alcohol, other substances, whatever you do, this is just to say that they say that those things can impair dreams or whatever. At times to where, you just remember that deep sleep, but not necessarily what you dreamt about, but dreams have still occurred. For those of you who are experiencing just a lack of dreaming these days, you will start to receive messages that are very profound in a series of dreams, I definitely feel, and that'll be some liberation for you, because I don't feel like you are within the energy of it needing to be like tangible and like that way, like it doesn't need to be tangible that way for you. Me, and I'm learning a lot through the energy of other signs, but personally, I'm a Taurus, and much of my life has had to be achieved that way, and that's been a strength of mine, but also it has been one of the things that I have to tackle on my journey to come outside of that and to be flexible, which ties into another thing that Taurians have to work on, right? But yeah, this is looking really good for you. Now, I see that, I'm getting the feeling like harassed, chased. I'm chased. I don't know. And I don't know if I'm getting chased in the good way, like somebody's chasing you, trying to get to you and, love on you or whatever. I'm feeling like there's someone who may be a sort of a stalker, quite irrational in nature. This Knight of Wands acts with, on impulse, kind of without thought or reason, but with a lot of passion. And I'm seeing, so because when we have it next to the Eight of Wands, with the way that I'm taking the energy, the Eight of Wands talks about communication, back and forth communication, things like that. But it can also represent, it's movement, so it represents travel and just that movement. So I think that, what I'm intuiting from the cards at least, is that the reason that it may be so hard is because you feel like either energetically that someone like has something over you almost, and it could just be like a simple little like, what feels like a love spell. Like, man, it's just so hard to maybe forget about a past person, or you just forget you even dealt with them, take the beautiful lessons from it, but as far as they are concerned, like, you are not concerned, right? But for others of you, you feel like it's stronger to the point where someone has literally, I don't know, put something on you to where you feel cursed or bound to this person. Others of you are actually being stalked and harassed. And for those of you who aren't necessarily scared, because of your personality, certain things don't scare certain people, but it still puts you in like such a tense energy field. Again, I think that, because, all right, look, after the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, we have the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups, okay? So you decided to walk away. With the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups here is just reflective of the energy of someone who's being a baby, crying over spilt milk, trying to reach some level in the past that is very much an illusion, I think. Maybe only taking the happy times and dismissing the bad times because they really miss you or something. But, you know, if you do that, you're totally missing the point of why the relationship failed in the first place, right? So there's that. And then, you know, I'm just looking at what it's, you know, what it's clarified by also. We've got the Sultan in reverse, who's the Emperor in traditional tarot. We've got the Ascetic, who translates, who's also in reverse, who, you know, translates to the Hangman. It's more evident here with the Ascetic. Then we have the Strength in the Star, okay? So there's definitely a fated moment. You know, I'm looking at, you know, the strong major arcana energy on the board. And I'm looking at this Emperor in reverse, and this is somebody who is very adamant in believing, and you could be dealing with a Leo, okay? Because when you're talking about the Knight of Wands and the Strength card, there's a lot of Leo energy that comes through. Yeah. Some of you may as well. Yeah, I was just trying to fill that out. Spirit told me to think on that longer, on if, you know, you may have had it in your chart as well. But yeah, this is someone who, like, a lot of foundation has been lost and there's a lot of irrational behavior. This is someone who is probably given ultimatums when there's no room to. They have no, you know, if you're gone, there's nothing that they can say that will make you feel like you have to bend to their will. I don't know. I feel like this is somebody who's probably falling into legalities and having their finances fucked up over this. You know, one messed up part of your life will affect the rest of, in the ripple effect of things. And I just kind of see someone who is really believing that the union is something that would really birth a new condition for them and y'all, okay? This is somebody who's not getting the point exactly. So that's that. So we got the Sun and the Two of Swords here. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, one more, the World. Honestly, you're finally able to make a decision on what frees you and gives you security. So it seems as though July will be the month that you find a way to close the chapter through closing this person out, like, completely, and leaving no avenue of communication. I read my tarot in Wonderland. I lay them out upright, unless if I get poppers that come out reverse, I read it that way. But, you know, with what it's tied to, it allows me to decide if certain cards that come out should be read in reversal energy or not. And I'm definitely getting that from Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords here. So you're illuminated on a decision that is just going to become very concrete in the month of July. Be patient, okay? Because it's almost over. So again, either you're going to find a way to completely close this off, or this person's just going to finally get the hint. But you know, relax and just know that the universe has got you, okay? Love you, Sag.